So did you know that America has two, not one, two Independence Days? Keep watching and I'll explain more about it. Hello. So, as I said in the intro, America does have two Independence Days. And sadly, most Americans only know about one of those, the 4th of July. We all know of that as the holiday where we, in Michigan at least, head to the lake, get with family and friends, light off fireworks, music, good food, all of that, and have a good time together. And specifically, this is the day. This is the day that we all know where America gets to celebrate their independence from Britain's rule. So that's basically what that holiday is about. The second Independence Day is the one that most people don't know about. And since all of this stuff is going on lately, I figured I would hop on here and explain it, since I've been seeing people searching or asking about what this holiday is. The second holiday that we consider Independence Day is called Juneteenth, originally called June the 19th. And for Black Americans or melanated Americans, this is a great holiday for us, and especially important to foundational Black Americans. And what that is basically Black Americans who have had ancestors or family members on American soil ever since America became America. And this is very important for us to celebrate this holiday, because it honors all of the work, the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, and all of the treatment that our ancestors took. And so if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. And what Juneteenth celebrates is it commemorates the day when a Union general rode into Texas with Union soldiers behind him so that he could inform all of the people who were still enslaved that they could go free. And most people, when I say that, first thing they say is, well, didn't the Emancipation Proclamation do that? And my response always is, oh, so you thought the Confederate States were going to follow the law? Okay. So here's the scoop. On January 1st of 1863, President Lincoln declared slaves be set free. So in those states, the people who were enslaved had to be set free. But that news somehow never reached Texas. And there's a lot of theories on why it didn't get there. A lot of people think, since a lot of people were so rogue in the Confederate States back then, that the messenger could have gotten killed or anything, or he just decided not to tell. Who knows? We will never know at this point. But use your imagination, and I'm sure you can come up with some theories. Some think that the lack of the Union Army presence in those southern states made it close to impossible to enforce that law. So when Union General Gordon Granger rode into Galveston, Texas, he saw all these people still working on these plantations. And so he decided to make the announcement to all of them that they were officially able to go free. And that was on June 19th, 1865. And it was 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation had already been signed. So that shows you how, from day one, many laws do not get enforced when it relates to the protection of certain groups of people in this country. But I digress. Anyway, some of the melanated folks who were enslaved left right away. They dropped their tools and they were out. Others decided that they would stay and work for pay, because when Gordon Granger came in to let them know that they had to be set free, he also let those plantation owners know that if they wanted to pay the people who were enslaved, then they could do that because they are now employees. So some of them stayed and worked as sharecroppers. That worked out good for some and not so good for others. But then a lot of people ran up north because they were on their way up north. A lot of them were searching for lost or sold away family members. Many families were broken apart during slavery, and a lot of people don't realize how many people of color, many melanated people have family members all over this country, and we don't even know that we're related. And it could be tied directly to the fact that people were sold away from their parents, their siblings, their spouses. And so many people went out to search for their family members, and others went as far north as they could go because they just wanted to get away. And they were thinking that things would be way better up north. And so little did they know that they were going to run into segregation, Jim Crow laws, more lynching and things like that. But at least they were free. And so there was a holiday created on June 19th. And this was the day that they decided that they were going to create a holiday so that they could celebrate with one another and even use it as a reunion type of thing. So people would come in from all other states. And since everything was segregated, many of them who had celebrations were not allowed to use certain spaces because of the segregation. So they decided, we'll make our own. A lot of people went down to lakes and rivers and decided to start barbecuing down there. And with the food, they had red velvet cakes and barbecue, strawberry soda, strawberries, all kinds of red fruits and food. And that was to commemorate the blood that was shed during the institution of slavery. And so with that, they also wore fancy clothes to go celebrate. And the big thing behind that is it was against the law. Yes, it was against the law for them to not wear tattered and raggedy clothes. So they would be excited on the day that they could get up, put on some nice clothes, and go be together. And that's what they would do for Juneteenth. And as of today, the holiday has a couple of names. Like, it could be called Freedom Day, Emancipation Day. I like Juneteenth. So Texas in 1980 was the first state to officially declare Juneteenth as a state holiday. It is still not a federal holiday. There is a campaign, there's a national campaign to make this a federal holiday. And since the textbooks that we use in our schools here are so whitewashed, there's nothing in it about Juneteenth. And so that's why a lot of people don't know what it is. And to me, this is a holiday that everybody should celebrate. Anyone who is excited and happy that the institution of slavery in the United States is over should be celebrating Juneteenth. And if you are not sure how, or you want to celebrate with some other people, get together with some people and celebrate. It's a good time. My family has been celebrating Juneteenth for a few years now, and we have a good time, and we invite everyone. And when they come, we make sure that we explain what the holiday is. The kids get to enjoy themselves, and when we get two Independence Days for the year. So I'm fine with that. I'm assuming anybody would want an extra party. So no matter when you learned about Juneteenth, if you're happy that the institution of slavery is over, come celebrate. And I'm sure that any of your friends would love to celebrate with you and share their culture with you. So other than that, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I don't know, have a good day.